Paralympic bronze medalist Eniola Bolaji makes history by winning a gold medal at the Egypt Para-Badminton International 2025. And in the world of tennis, Madison Keys claims her first Grand Slam title after stunning victory over Aryna Sabalenka. Did that one surprise you? Well, we'll also get to talk about Yannick now, don't worry. And yes, we're also looking forward to preparations ahead of the World Cup qualifiers. And you know what? Rwanda are so prepared. That is because they have installed VAR at the Amahoro Stadium for the Super Eagles. Oh, and I will not leave you out of the action in the Premier League because 10-man Arsenal took 1-0 as victory over 10-man Wolves. Good morning and welcome to Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I am Miracle Phillip, and it's such a pleasure to always be right here with you on Sports Radio 360 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as we get to serve you breakfast with sporting updates. Now, let's start off with the world of tennis. Madison Keys had to be the most happiest woman in the world, and this is because after a remarkable 2-hour thriller display, she dethroned top seed world number one, Aryna Sabalenka, who's 26 years, and yes, she is. Madison Keys is 29 years. And this went down at the finals of the Australian Open. This became her maiden Grand Slam title with that battling 6-3, 2-6, 7-5 victory in the final. And all of this went down on Saturday. It's also very beautiful to know that actually she became the fourth oldest first-time Grand Slam champion in the professional era after Flavia Pennata, Anne Jones, and Francesca Scavion. And her win ended Sabalenka's bid for a third straight Melbourne Park crown. Beautiful. I want you to tap into the entire experience that Madison Keys was left to soak in.
Would you please welcome our champion here at the Australian Open Women's Singles for 2025, Madison Keys.
Now I tell you, that was so much glory. And Keith had to say, I've waited for this for so long. I never knew I'd be in this position again. Congratulations to her. I mean, this was her second major final and also her first for more than 7 years. Of course, Sabalenka wanted to make this, her third successive victory. And even after hugging Madison Keys, she hit her racket over her head. Days like this happen, but let's also talk about what went down with the man. Lots of people have been, jealous of Yannick Sinner, looking deeper at this guy has a doping case. What is this? Why is he going this far? Well, the world number one had to command his victory over second seed Alexander Zverev, who has actually had to deal with so much domestic abuse case, girlfriend, baby mama, but he took that win over the second seed Alexander Zverev in that 6-3, 7-6, 7-4, 6-3 victory in the Australian Open final. And this actually means that Sinner has become Italy's first 3-time Grand Slam champion. Oh my goodness. You know what they get to say? Ashake say, you never see me coming. It's so interesting, really, that, Yannick Sinner was one person we were anticipating to go into the final with Novak Djokovic, who he had dethroned back in 2024 as the world's number one. Well, congratulations to Yannick Sinner. I know that the world now is looking at, the duo of Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, because these two gentlemen have been doing really great work in the world of tennis. If you've just tuned in, this is still Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I am Miracle Phillip, and I am your sports lady. Let's talk about women who are making history. Let's bring this back home. I'm talking about Nigeria. Paralympic bronze medalist Eniola Bolaji has made once again, history by winning a gold medal at the Egypt Para-Badminton International 2025. Now, in her very commanding performance, Bolaji defeated Sweden's Hillevi Solomonsen 2-0, 21-1, 21-2 in the women's SL3 final on Sunday. Now, if you do not know what the SL, has to do with in the world of badminton, it actually has to it refers to athletes who are competing standing with a lower limb impairment and balance problems walking or running. So what we got to see was Bolaji showing that, you know what? I am so indomitable. And according to the Badminton World Federation, Bolaji has participated in 10 international championships over the last 2 years, winning them all. And this is a remarkable achievement that establishes her as a formidable competitor in para badminton. I am so, so proud. What are you? Are you proud this morning? Of course, we are proud because women are winning. And Beyonce said, who runs the world? Girls, girls. It is still Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. And I must bring you in also with news from the world of cricket. When I talk about cricket, I'm talking about our very own junior female yellow greens. But we were looking forward to about a very interesting one on Saturday morning after Nigeria made it through to, their Super Six. And that was supposed to be their first game against England, actually, on Saturday morning. But you know what happened? The rains came and it just disrupted the flow of the game. So England and Nigeria have tied for 1 point each. Now, this is the second time, if you followed me, this is the second time that, Nigeria's had to miss out on their particular match because of the climate. Yeah, the first one was actually their first game against Samoa in their group, and now we're getting to see this particular one. But what is also interesting is the fact that our runs so far have been truly, truly interesting. Having to go against South Africa, even though we defeated though, but also having to take victory over New Zealand in the group stage. Now, what we're seeing is that it's not just Nigeria that we have to look forward to in their action. India took on Bangladesh actually, and they actually delivered a commanding performance, taking the win over them. Sri Lanka as well, they clashed with Scotland, and although it was kind of washed away due to persistent rain, the two teams had to share a point. The rains have been doing these people shiggy. But you know what? We won't let that butter us. So India, what we're seeing now in the final four, India and Australia from group 1, South Africa from group 2, England and Nigeria most likely best placed to seal the remaining qualifying spots. So we're looking forward to every of the action that will follow. And you know what? Following us on Women Radio 91.7, I'll be bringing you all of the details that you need for sporting stories. All right, let me also bring this in the world of basketball. Yes, as part of preparation for the 2025 Basketball Africa League, Rivers Hoopers have arrived in Lagos already for the 4th edition of the Louis Edem Invitational Basketball Championship. This one is actually running and it started as of yesterday, all the way till the 1st of February. Now, if we look back in time, Rivers Hoopers actually won the 2023 Louis Edem tournament, but they settled for 3rd place at the last edition, which held in April in 2024. The interesting thing about this is that Rivers Hoopers have been drawn to face Police Batons, Energy, Benin Republic, Comets, and the defending champions of the competition, Hoops and Reed in Group A. Now, last season's finalists, Spintex Knights of Ghana, they will face up with Raptors, Lagos Legends, Aspark, and Ellen Cotton, both from Benin Republic. All of this is in Group B. And the games are played in a round robin format. The 2 top teams from each group will advance to the semifinals, and that is scheduled to take place on on January 31st. So it's going to be back-to-back action, my people. And I'm wondering, will you be catching up on all of it or will you be sleeping on it? I'll take a break right now. And when I come back, it's more news stories on Sports Radio 360.
Women Radio 91.7. Your station, your story.
Are Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sípele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣé jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
Are you searching for durable, guaranteed, elegant, affordable home products? At Eleganza Industrial City Limited, we put you first. From plastic chairs for adults and babies, party tables and school tables, disposable plates and cups, as well as reusable plastics, food warmers and cooling boxes, trash bins of various sizes, baby diapers, lady sanitary care products, luggage of various sizes, hair threads, and lots more. Eleganza Industrial City Limited has got you covered with our elegantly designed products in unique shapes and sizes. Visit us at Kilometer 68 Lekki Ekpe Expressway after Eleko Junction, Ibeju Lekki, Lagos. Or you can call 081 801 99999 or 090 914 73665, or you can send us an email at eleganzaindustrialcity@yahoo.com or info@eleganzagroups.com or sales@eleganzagroups.com. You can visit our website www.eleganzagroups.com. Eleganza Industrial City Limited. The name is our guarantee.
The Women Radio membership connects you with other women traders, entrepreneurs, students, homemakers, farmers, and pensioners in the 36 states of Nigeria. As a Women Radio member, your business is promoted free on Women Radio. Win amazing goodies and you get access to our events. Download the Women Radio app today and hear your voice on radio. Register free at wfm917.com and make sure you join the Facebook Women Radio membership group. The Women Radio membership is supported by MacArthur Foundation and the Nigeria Media Innovation Program, NAMI.
Misunderstood. Intergenerational conversations.
Sometimes I just can't understand how the minds of these Gen Zs work.
These old people have come again, but we cannot think alike now. Honestly, I don't know how you guys survived in those days.
Who is your guy? Who is your guy? And who are you rolling your eyes for?
Please don't misunderstand me.
Misunderstood, a podcast engaging intergenerational viewpoints, connecting on contemporary issues through experiences. Misunderstood will be released on Spotify and on YouTube at WFM 917. Misunderstood is brought to you by Women Radio, supported by the Nigerian Media Innovation Program, NAMI.
Misunderstood. Intergenerational conversations.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sípele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣé jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
Hey, Brekete, don't bust Brekete with Glow Brekete 10X. Talk true. Yes, so with Glow Brekete 10X, every naira they count. Now, why you fit count on Glow for 10 times the value of your recharge? Whether on voice or on data. Glow Brekete 10X, now the correct plan we go sweet you, your family and your friends join. Hey, oh yeah, he never finish yo. Glow Brekete 10X go summon you one-time welcome bonus of 1,000 naira. Double data bonus and even bonus night data. Everything Brekete with Glow Brekete 10X. If you want to enjoy Brekete 10X, what do you wait for? Rush go any Glow World building, kiosk, or activation center. Go go collect your own glow line. Or dial *301# to jolly. Make every naira count. Count on us for 10 times the value of your recharge with Brekete 10X. Glow, powering ambition.
Glow Unlimited.
Yeah! Are you ready for the thrill, the action, and sports sensation on Women Radio 91.7?
Well, our Sky colleagues in Italy say that Juventus have rejected an £85 million offer.
And then Ronaldo! Balotelli! Aguero!
Join us 6:05 p.m. every Monday on Women Radio 91.7 for comprehensive analysis and coverage of local, national, and international sporting events on Sports Radio. Join our experienced sports journalists and experts on Sports Radio 6:05 p.m. every Monday on Women Radio 91.7 for everything sports. Yeah!
A time for change, to unmask the truth, to unmask the rot in our communities. Unmasking the truth will focus on the effects of corruption on women, prefer solution and demand for accountability. Unmasking the Truth will be on this radio station
every first Monday by 5:30 p.m.
And we ask you to join us to condemn corruption, to demand for accountability, and to work together for a better Nigeria. Unmasking the Truth is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation.
Láwùjọ obìnrin láti iléeṣẹ́ rédíò WFM 91.7 rédíò obìnrin àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà tí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin jẹ lógún púpọ̀ á ti wá yọ bí ọjọ́ báyìí o á ti ṣe àtúntò àti àgbékalẹ̀ láwùjọ obìnrin níbi tí ìtàn rírí ayé yóò ti pàdé ìgbaniníyànjú. Ẹ ó gbọ́ láti ẹnu àwọn ènìyàn bí èmi àti ẹ̀yin kí ni ìṣòro tí wọ́n là kọjá, báwo ni ìṣòro yẹn ṣe gbò wọ́n tó, báwo ni wọ́n ṣe lu àlùyọ. Ẹ ó máa gbọ́ ìtàn ìfaradà nítorí lẹ́yìn òkùnkùn biribiri ìmọ́lẹ̀ máa ń tàn. Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ èmi ọ̀rẹ́ yín ìyáàfin Florence Aládọ̀tun Àmọ́ ní gbogbo ọ̀sán Monday ní agogo 3:05 láti gbọ́ ìtàn tó máa jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé kò sóhun tó le tí kì í rọ̀. Ìṣòro yòówù tí ẹ bá ń là kọjá lónìí ẹ ó lu àlùyọ. Ètò láwùjọ obìnrin láti WFM 91.7 ìtàn rírí ayé kan lórí ètò kan. Ilé-iṣẹ́ Above Whispers Media Foundation ló ṣe onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò láwùjọ obìnrin pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn MacArthur Foundation.
The stories are real.
Something like this happened to me years back. I saw some messages in his phone. A lady that sent a message to him. When I saw him, I said, "Come, why are you like this? Why are you doing all this?"
It's all around you.
And so when she comes up to you to tell you her sexual needs, you should be humble enough to listen. And if there's something you can do about that, you do it. Is it reading books? Is it seeing a therapist? Be open to certain things because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything. My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused. But when the girl starts telling that you call her too much, then there's something fishy.
You want to share it. What people say. You're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7. The Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I am Miracle Phillip. Glad to welcome you back. Of course, right now it is 20 minutes past 7 and we have little time. But let's get into serving you with all the updates from across the weekend in the MPFL as well as the Premier League. Now, here is the thing. You get to be a part of the discuss on your radio, get to react to the match scores via our phone lines 07000 917 917 09155 917 917. We also have our toll-free number 0800 123 5917. This one is strictly for women. And then our text and WhatsApp line 08155 917 917 0703 175 6537. Let's get to talk about your clubs and what remarkable bits they offered in the course of the weekend. Now, you don't need to worry about anything. I will serve you the updates and then you chew. Well, let's start with the MPFL, really. Remo Stars, they staged a comeback. Very interesting one, actually, to grab a huge win over Aqua United at the Nest of Champions in that March Day 20 NPFL encounter. Now, this was exactly what their head coach, Daniel Ogunwodede, had to say.
We know we are coming against a very tough opponent. Tough opponent in the sense that imagine they have a new coach, a new mentality. They are struggling with relegation, and they have recruited new set of players that actually want to prove a point that they worth being in the team. Aqua United is a top club in the country. We all know this, but unfortunately, this is happening to them. This is football, and we hope to capitalize on it. Though we know it's going to be difficult. And that was what happened in the first half when they took their chance in the early minute. They were very aggressive in the first 10 minutes. They showed they wanted it all in the first 10 minutes, but they get it, yes, good for them. And we were able to calm down again, try to see their weaknesses. They get fagged out in the second half and we capitalize on it.
Well, you got to hear that right there. We got to capitalize on it. Interesting indeed. But let's also go to Owerri, where the action was fierce. Emmanuel Amaneke's side against Daniel Amokachi. We're talking about Heartland FC defeating Lobby Stars by a lone goal. Plateau United emerged 2-1 winners over Rivers United. Nasarawa United, who are still struggling in relegation zone. In fact, let me tell you something. Their coach has actually come out to say, we will survive this relegation. We will survive. He's assuring them. Yes, he is. Kabiru Dogo actually. And he's come out to say that they will survive. And then they return to winning ways with a 1-0 win over Katsina United. On Saturday, we also got to see Niger Tornadoes win over Rangers International, as well as Sunshine Stars beating Ikorodu City 4-3. Abia Warriors took the win over Bielsa United with 1-0. And that was so much of the action that we got to see in the MPFL. Now, also, I said something earlier when we opened up that preparations are underway ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers as it continues. And, a lot is out there with expectations about whether Nigeria will qualify for the 2026 World Cup. There's just so much weight on Eric Shale's shoulder. But looks like Rwanda are absolutely ready to face us as we get to meet ahead of 17th March. Now, ahead of this qualifier, the Rwanda Football Federation has set up a video assistant referee system at the Amahoro Stadium. And Rwanda is set to host Nigeria Super Eagles at the stadium in this next qualifying round. As it stands right now, the Amavubi, the Rwandan side, are currently leading in their qualifying group, and a win over the 3-time African champions, I'm talking about Nigeria, would enhance their chances of reaching the World Cup. So you see, there's so much preparation underway. But then let's switch our sights now to talking everything action that went down in the course of the weekend in the Premier League. Well, if you were bold enough to think that Arsenal are really not in the title race, you might be joking, because the 10-man Arsenal, in spite of a couple of missed chances by Kai Havertz, seem to have instituted a win to earn themselves 3 points and still go side by side, following back-to-back Liverpool in the Premier League. They took one goal as their major victory goal. That was from Ricardo Calafiori at the 74th minute. In spite of that red card to Luis Kelly at the 43rd minute. And also Wolves actually had themselves a red card in the second half, João Gomez. But that game ended with Arsenal taking the win 1-0. Liverpool, they showed that they are made of so much stuff. That is because they dismantled Ipswich Town with 4-1. Everton took the victory over Brighton 1-0. Newcastle took the victory over Southampton with 3-1. Now, all of these were matches that went down on Saturday, including Bournemouth taking out Nottingham Forest with 5-0. And I was just wondering, is this the same Nottingham Forest? Like, really? But then Manchester City came back with their win over Chelsea with 3-1. We got to see goals actually coming from Vardiol at the 42nd minute, Erling Haaland at the 68th minute, and Phil Foden at the 87th minute. Noni Madueke was actually the first person who came in with the scoreline at the 3rd minute. I mean, that goal was remarkable and interesting, you know. But then Chelsea fans would be like, we're seeing they sub with that our goalkeeper, Sanchez. He'd be like, say, let me stop there. But then also, Leicester City took the win over Tottenham. Ruud van Nistelrooy claiming 3 points from Tottenham Hotspur. And Postecoglou, what is going on? Brentford took the win over Crystal Palace with 2-1. And Aston Villa drew it with West Ham 1-1 as of yesterday. And then Manchester United, Ruben Amorim's side, took the win over Fulham with 1-0. Lisandro Martinez was the one who actually secured them that winning spot at the 78th minute. And you need to hear what Amorim had to say, because, I mean, he must have been the happiest man.
To have this feeling away from home. Great support from our away fans, as always. Not a great game. You can feel it. No great chances. Just in the end, with the long balls, we try to control the game, try to play our game, but we need to improve a lot, and you can feel it. But
well, he said they need to improve a lot. You know what? The thing is this: in spite of wanting to improve, the happiest thing that could ever happen to a manager is clinching 3 points in spite of playing nonsense. I'm not saying they played nonsense, but in the sense of it wasn't such a great game, but at least we got 3 points. Well, people, this is where I get to wrap it up right here on Sports Radio 360. We'll be back on Wednesday. Your lady, Miracle Phillip. Follow me across all socials at Miracle Phillip _ on Instagram, Miracle Phillip across other socials, and on all our platforms. Follow us, WFM 917. I am Miracle Phillip. Enjoy the time of your lives while listening to Women Radio 91.7.